Hello everybody, Nancy Nohavec Johnston here for my weekly Mediums for Trump video. I see that a lot of people are breaking out the Nazi card again. There's an article in the Atlantic magazine, and the propaganda is that, first they disappear, then you disappear. And so I wanted to bring up my uncle. I never met him. He was my father's brother. And as you know, my mother and father were both in Nazi work camps. They were Catholics, and they needed laborers. And they had a horrible time, but they survived, and they were Catholic. And I promised my mother when things would turn upside down, I would speak out. And that was years ago. So here we are. Now, last week I discussed the Smith-Mundt Act, which was repealed in 2013 in order to permit propaganda. And we know what propaganda is, and so I'm just going to read you the definition of propaganda. It's information of a biased or misleading nature used to promote a political cause. It's used to influence or persuade an audience to further an agenda, usually in politics. So, hearkening the Nazis, I know that they're doing it because they've deported that one fellow from Maryland, and he's now, I guess he's in El Salvador, and a few of our very left politicians went to El Salvador to try and meet with him. It's just a photo op. So, saying that it's a Nazi tactic to deport him is upside down and backwards. Now, my father's brother was a young man. He was a photographer. They lived in Czechoslovakia, and he would travel back and forth to London. He was killed in Auschwitz because he was caught working for the resistance and helping people leave Germany. Now, those who were in Germany knew what was coming, the Gestapo, and they wanted to get away from them. So they caught him. They sent him to Auschwitz, and my sister Janet, who did a pilgrimage to Europe, she got the documentation, and it is fact, he is there. And his name was Iroslav Nohavec. And I thank him for his sacrifice. The thing that people aren't saying is, we're not helping anybody escape. The people who we're deporting want to stay here. It's upside down and backwards. All of these immigrants, a lot of them I'm sure are fine people. They all were, they came here illegally. They did not wait the years it takes, like my parents, to come over legally. If you live in a government, if you live in a country, there are laws that must be followed. So this fellow that was deported, and all of the very serious criminals who were deported, they wanted to stay here. Unlike in Nazi Germany, where they were trying to flee and the Gestapo was trying to keep them there so that they could kill them. So don't listen to this Nazi propaganda. I mean, it's insulting. It really is insulting. Donald Trump wants peace and prosperity. He wants peace in Ukraine, in the Middle East. He wants to, in an orderly fashion, send the people who came over illegally, all while the Biden administration and Kamala said, no, there's no problem at the border. We would see thousands of people every day. And they're telling you one thing, but we all have eyes. So you have to ask yourself, in propaganda, the The intention is to influence an audience, to persuade an audience to believe one thing. Now ask yourself, why are those on the left like turning everything upside down? Why are they saying things about Nazi Germany which aren't true? Again, these people don't want to go back. They're not trying to escape. They're trying to stay here. And a lot of them should be sent back, and it should be done in an orderly fashion. And I'm certain they're going to work it out so that it will be done in a humane and orderly fashion. Because as it stands now, they are costing the Social Security system and the Medicare system a lot of money, and we can't afford it. We're $38 trillion, what am I saying, in debt. So don't believe the propaganda. Donald Trump is a great president. We're so lucky to have him. It's a great time to be alive. And he is for peace and prosperity. So that is my little talk for this week.